The date of this recording is 23rd of January 2025. Thank you for inviting me to take part in this interview. My name is Zuzanna Marlow and I am a self-taught artist based in London. I am originally from Poland, where I was brought up in a pretty large industrial city of Łódź. I was brought up by my parents who divorced when I was a small child, but still, they were both very much present in my life. The pretty gloomy post-communistic landscape of the city I was brought up in has definitely influenced me as a person. The grey tone palette of my surroundings has made me crave its opposites, bright and energizing colours. The atmosphere of a city filled with cars, trams, buses made me look for solace enjoying nature as much as possible. Some difficult to deal with moments from my childhood have made me long for the light-hearted themes and subjects. You will definitely see all this reflected in my artwork to date. I have left Poland over 20 years ago and lived in Rome, Italy, for a couple of years before moving to the UK. I have been based on the outskirts of London for quite some time now, enjoying the slightly calmer vibe while also having easy access to all the hustle and bustle of the capital. My biggest influences are people who I admire and look up to because they have been through hardships and never gave up in the face of adversity. I am also really inspired by people who radiate positive energy, want to do good, want to help and inspire others. People who send out positive vibes and messages. It may sound cheesy, but people who radiate light. I am, of course, influenced by some amazing visual artists and musicians too. Some real pick and mix of examples of people who I find influential in my life. Start with my mum and my husband. You'll be happy to hear that. Yves Klein, Edward Hopper, Rosie Woods, Jack Vetriano, Bob Proctor, Miles Davis, Dave Brubeck, Kurt Elling, Caroline Given, a fitness influencer. This list could just go on forever, so many people. This year, my focus is on growing my artwork portfolio and experimenting with various art styles and media. For the past couple of years, I have worked predominantly with oil paints, which started causing me breathing problems after COVID. So I am planning to venture out onto water-soluble oils and acrylics to find out whether this can open up new ways of expression for me, as well as fixing the breathing issue. I want to grow my artwork collection and sell it more actively also. I have to admit that I haven't taken any big steps in terms of promoting my art yet, which is an important focus for me this year, definitely. Great start for this will be an upcoming exhibition in March, which I will take part in. So I welcome new collaborations, galleries, exhibitions, social media followers with open arms. The biggest challenge of being an artist for me is what I just mentioned, which is promoting my art, selling it, looking after and growing social media without losing spirit. I would love to just be able to freely create my art without having to worry about any of this. But the reality is that in these things, they don't do themselves. And they in fact need a lot of attention. Turning art into an equivalent of a full-time job income is challenging, and that is the ultimate goal, and it would be amazing. Also, the world we live in these days is pretty harsh, and when you are an artist, it is likely that you are quite a sensitive soul who is trying to express itself, so the challenge is not to let the harshness overtake you. Not many and only the closest people who know me know how tough my migrant life really was at times. Coming across many negative influences, opinions, naysayers, people who put you down, people who don't mince their words when they talk to you and quite happily offend you right in your face. I could go on and on. I really wish that my younger self knew that I don't have to accept other people's negativity when someone gives you maybe it's a weird analogy, but when someone gives you a bag of trash, a bag of rubbish, and you don't decide to accept it, you said no thanks. Who gets to keep that bag of trash? Yeah, exactly. It stays with that person. So thank you, but no thank you. Keep your bad energy to yourself. So I wish that my younger self really knew that she needs to build that kind of shield in order not to let that in. Also, I think that this is so important for any young person or artist who may get bombarded these days with all sorts of influences. I also wish that I recognize and listen to my higher self more often, as opposed to letting my lower self and my fears stop me from doing and being certain things. I wish that I learned how to meditate, understand myself better, work with my mind and spirit more as a young person. I wish I knew that it is okay to change. It's okay to change your mind, and that it is okay also to feel like you don't belong. I will just leave it at that. Unconventional techniques. So far, the most unconventional technique I used was accidentally spilling a cup of coffee on my watercolor. However, the result was not exactly what I wanted it to be. In all seriousness, I have never tried any unconventional mediums or techniques yet, but hey, I am open book, so who knows what I will create. I saw several mixed media artworks that inspired me, so yes, why not? Oh, I cannot live without music, and I can't imagine creating without any sound in the background. This really depends on the mood, though. I love jazz, classics. I love trance, house, pop music. Sometimes I listen to healing solfeggio frequencies, and sometimes I'm listening to Mariah Carey playlist. I don't know. I just sometimes I literally let my phone choose for me. I always have some music in the background. I have a very eclectic taste, so it could be anything. The best reaction to my artwork is always when someone likes the artwork so much that they decide to purchase it and display it in their space. This makes me so happy, as I always feel like the person has acknowledged my talent and something that I have created. It's almost like someone telling you how beautiful and wonderful your baby is. I also had one cat customer who seemed to have just about accepted their portrait. And this makes me extremely pleased knowing how fussy cats are. But on a more serious note, I am so grateful for every single positive comment. I never take it for granted, and I wouldn't be able to single just one reaction out. I hope that my art makes its recipients happier and brings them joy, leaves them feeling positive and recharged, uplifted. I think that colors and intensity carry such powerful energy. For example, looking at something bright and vibrant can really pick you up, but less intense color can make you feel calmer. I'm hoping that recipients of my art get intrigued by some of the details and spend a bit of time getting lost in those. Most importantly, I hope that they simply love my artworks and find them relaxing and fun. If you like my art, please feel free to connect with me on Instagram by searching for Zuzanna Marlow Art. My artworks will be a part of the Evoking Connections exhibition, which will take place between the 4th and the 8th of March at the Horton Arts Centre in Epsom, Surrey. You're absolutely welcome to visit, and thank you so much for listening to me, and I hope to see you there.